Hello everyone and welcome back to our playing Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your Story Because Gaming channel, and today we're trying to get down to the bottom of this case to free Maggie Bird of... Well... I mean... We would like to believe that she's not guilty, but... I mean... Are we assuming too much here? I mean, it looks like all the evidence says that she did it, so did she? We gotta have faith in our client, though. We gotta have faith in Maggie Bird because we know that we just gotta believe that she didn't do it. I hope everyone's having a wonderful, fantastic day today. If you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over. I know. She's right. But I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Push the medication issue or leave it? What the heck? Only moments ago, Mr. Godo made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. If that's the case, then why was the medication I found at the scene of the crime? Oh, the exclamative dots. But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal. That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. Yeah, that's a good point. Why would it not be found? If it was just regular, you know, topical treatment. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. Objection. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. Objection. Well, it hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. Yeah, you tell him, Phoenix. But it did. I mean, the possibility is undeniable. Arg. Well, it's new. Mr. Godo, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? All the dots. Mr. Godo. All the dots. I got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo? The pigeon hater? Alright, what I want to do is I really want to save here really fast. And then I want to load the previous statement here. And we'll leave it. It does seem as if the medication isn't connected to the case. Maybe the last Mr. Trite was a real one. At least he didn't waste time. Well, indeed. We have nothing further to add to this medication issue. The facts of this case seem to be no different than those presented in the last trial. I would therefore have no choice but to hand down my verdict. Nick, don't let him do this. You got to stand your ground. But now then. Wait, Your Honor. Okay, so, yeah. It's actually... Wait, let's continue on. Mr. Wright, did you just not say the exact opposite only moments ago? Gotta lose a few battles on to win the war, I suppose. Oh, okay, so it looks like no matter what happens, you end up on the same result. You just lose HP if you don't do that correctly. Cool. Victor Kudo, the pigeon hater. Someone who hates birds. Makes me sad. Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial. And that is something that bothers me. Yay, good job, Nick. The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess. After which we'll hear the prosecution's next witness. I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups. Court is adjourned for recess. Wow, I could have easily pressed through in the last episode, but you have no idea how long these are gonna be, you know? January 7th, 11:03 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Phew, that was close. Tell me about it. I nearly died in there. That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How could he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me, but he totally set me up. I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right? It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. Felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't want to ever see him again. Ouch. Poor Gumshoe. So the next witness is going to be the old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lawyer, lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds. I bet he's going to be real stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know? Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you going to be able to handle him, Nick? Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me, even though it's never any bird seeds. I mean, if we can handle Long Karma's whip and Godo's coffee, I'm pretty sure we can handle bird seeds. Look, speaking of bird seeds, that makes me hungry. I haven't eaten all day, and it's getting late. This is my first record. Courtroom number 4. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godo, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls the lucky old timer caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? Your name and occupation, if you don't mind. My name is Victor Kudo. I'm born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me. Mind you, I can be quite emotional at times, too. We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation. My occupation. Listen, youngin'. How much gold do you think there is for kimono embroidery here? Kimono embroidery? What are you talking about? That's what I do, or I did back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe you could embroider my costume sometime? Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working for a cash register at a burger joint and pretending to smile. That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen. Well, now then, witness, were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident? Oh, yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of cappuccino. Seeds? What do you think these are, see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps? Oh, did I? Oh, yeah, so yes, I did. I saw it, too. Then please tell the court we're all ears. Yeah, sure, I'll tell you every last detail. He's really getting into this. What I witnessed. The young man was reading the source paper. And the serving girl bought him a cappuccino, but she put something in it. Well, the man took one sip, it looked like it was a terrible pain, and then he collapsed. Well, that's the serving girl, right there, the defendant's chair. I remember her well. Oh, la la. Did he? Did he remember her well? Or did he yeah, what the judge says here is interesting, the serving girl. Was he paying so much attention to her outfit that he wasn't paying attention to the person? Could this be another case of mistaken identity? Mr. Kudo. She is not a serving girl. Would you please refer to her as a waitress? Yeah, you're as bad as the rest of them. Oh, these newfangled wares. What's wrong with the old-fashioned ones? Mm-hmm. I don't get it. Newfangled? Oh, the silica radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you. Excuse me. Well, listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the old good old days slip away. Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Did you just call me a youngin? I kinda like this guy now, I think. Oh, yeah, yes, Your Honor. Alright, what I witnessed. Cross-examination. Well, a young man was reading the sports paper. So you saw the victim then? You saw Mr. Glenn Elk? I wanted to know if Goodson Bond retained his championship or not. So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And at the location in question, there are partitions between tables on the same sides of restaurants, right? So what if they were? If you say that you could see the victim, that means you were sitting at the table on the other side of the restaurant, correct? I go to that place to drink cappuccino. I don't go to sit. I don't remember which table I was sitting at. You mean you go there to eye the waitress? Well, anyway, that's serving girl. I bought me a cappuccino, but she put something in it. Oops. Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw? Well, Victor Kudo never makes mistakes. I dot every T and crossed every I. I see. On my eyes, that's fine. The doctor said he only needed spectacles for reading and driving. I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out a waitress. And I saw what the server girl put in the cappuccino as well. I bet I know what's coming up, and something tells me I'm not going to like it. Who cares? Press harder. Your Honor, I need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask the witness. I'd like to ask that the witness add what he knows about this to his testimony. Couldn't read that, man. I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please? Yeah, sure. Well, there's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. Did she really put that into the coffee? Hey, doubt me, boy. She took some out of a small brown bottle and sprinkled it in. Couldn't she have been adding sugar? What, sugar in a small brown bottle like that? Like that. Witness, could you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms? A bottle like this, perhaps. Well, there it is. That's the one. That's a bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume. So what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you? Arg. The man took one sip of it. Man, look, it was like in horrible pain, and then he collapsed. He took just one sip? You youngins, you waste everything. Those cappuccinos cost $8. In the good old days, we would have drunk every last drop, eating the cup, and then dead. Congratulations, you have earned the title of Pattiest Man to grace the courtroom. Oh boy. So it was an immediate death. Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose that is possible. Oh, yeah, so he slumped over without as much as a twitch. I felt the cappuccino I just drunk turned sour in my stomach. Oh, yes, I know that feeling. And the waitress, I presume she is. Well, that's the serving girl right there in the defense chair. I remember her well. You said I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did you have any particular features that you can identify her by? Well, particular features? It's a disgrace. Well, that's what it is. Sorry? Hey, you can see all the way up to you know. She's practically naked in a uniform. So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? But anyone could wear just such a uniform, even me. I just love how there's like a dead pause in the music as he says that, because everyone's probably thinking the same thing I am, like, dude? Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image. It's awesome. Don't get all excited, Nick. You've got to keep yourself together. I guess I got a bit carried away. Yeah, there are other things that recognize better too. Seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Press harder. Sure, so you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether the waitress was Maggie Bird or not. That's quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony. Yeah, sure. Not a problem, Judge. Well, there was a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all, her face? Yeah, as if I remember something like that. Objection! The witness noticed the straps on the accused's aprons. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face. Well, that's right. I can tell you the color of her ribbon, her hair. I mean, it was red. Was it red? Is it red? It is red. Darn it. It's red. So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight. There's no doubt he remembers their waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow. Ask about the straps. Ask about the back. I have a feeling we need to ask about the straps, so let's ask about it back instead. The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, that's a good point. Hey, typical Ace Attorney tradition, my friends. I get the right answer by thinking of the wrong thing. So what? Is it possible that, you never saw the waitress from the front at all? Objection! He's got you there, Gramps. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. Why did he object to that if he's agreeing with me? That's so weird. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. This is harassment. I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw. Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add any details about any identifying features. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony. Yeah, sure. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet. And there wasn't anything that caught my interest better when I saw it from the front. You didn't find anything to be distinct, but you did clearly see the witness's face, yes? No question about it. I didn't come this far to back down. Victor Kudo never backs down, nuh-uh. That's not the answer I was looking for, but okay. This has turned into a matter of pride for old Seedy now, I guess. Old Seedy, oh, I love that! Oh, that is the greatest thing ever. I'm gonna write that name down. Old Seedy. I'm gonna make that the title. I wonder if he really did see Megan's face or not. Like I thought, we need some concrete proof of this. Proof that the old guy didn't see the waitress clearly from the front. Do you think old Seedy really saw Maggie do it? Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there. But he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress. I guess. She does make a good point, though. Hey, did I just say something clever? I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw really was Maggie. That's what we have to figure out, Nick. Alright, so let's go to the very end of this. When I saw it from the front. So you didn't see the... Do we show him a picture of her? I don't know how that would help because he can see her in the courtroom, right? Yeah, that's not gonna help. I think what I may need to do is go back and press him again. Because I think now that I have this extra information, I may be able to trigger something. Maybe. I mean, before I go completely insane trying to figure this out, I just think it's a good idea to do this. Really put that in the coffee. I need sugar. Bottle like this. A bottle of potassium cyanide. 1 sip. And here's a pattiest line. And that's the serving goal. I remember her well. Any particular features? That's the awkward moment. And here's the objection about her face. And I've already doubled on this one. No, I did double this one, but there's no point in doubling this one because you've already had all the other ones. So, is it... Could it be the apron? The fact that it's got spills all over it? Let me save first. Because when he says, I saw her from the front. This is on her front. Yes! Alright, good. Want to roll. Okay, maybe that wasn't a roll. Maybe that was more of a slow fall. Glide. But it worked. Mr. Kudo, I'd like you to please take a look at this. The idea here is if he says he didn't see anything on her apron, then we know it wasn't the same person, right? Yeah, that filthy thing would suit Phil like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Haha. Gotcha. That's exactly what we wanted to hear. By the way, I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese. Can someone please let me know what his shirt says? Because that's gotta say something in Japanese, right? Well, you have what it cut. Oh, the confident dots. Ooh, the dots. Oh, did they just throw a bunch of birdseed dots? Oh, what is it? Ever since I said you had what it cut, there's been eerie solids in here. Mr. Kudo, this apron. Is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning? And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You can have possibly seen the waitress from the front. Roll the dice. Oopsie. A witness. You can't just oops your way out of this. Well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. All the dots. Listen, Trite. Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. Well, that being the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say. You remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps. Well, you can rely on me, Captain. My organs are perfectly working order. I can't remember a single occasion where I forgot what a burger a customer wanted. You can't remember? Probably more like you messed up so many times he's blocking it out. Very well. Let's just test how good your memory is and attention to detail, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim. About the victim. Well, he was another one of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the nosy Brad kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Well, then the silly girl in question butt over the cappuccino. The little fidget picked up the little cut with his free hand and took a sip. Well, the testimony we had just heard was to test how credible a witness's memory is. Seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh yes, I hate those, what types who are so vague about everything. How are we going to handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing, and that's press. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just trip him up, you mean? Is that kind of cruel? Well, I suppose, but it's what I do best, and it's Maggie's Bird's life on the line. What's more important, his ego or her life? Or the truth? Or a combination of the two, right? It was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. Spectacles? Well, entire glasses too. One of those lenses was green, but the other was broken. Newfangled rubbish. Well, that's what I remember him so well. He did have some kind of lens over his left eye. I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps they should take it to wearing some and rival Mr. Goodo's sharp appearance. We better come up with something sharp and quick. Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. Well, he had a newspaper in his right hand and the nosy Brad kept rustling his pages. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it? Well, that young hooligan? I nearly asked him, can't you even read without fidgeting, How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that wrestling going on? I need to find out Augusta Bond retained the championship title. It was his paper, not yours. You want to know something? Why don't you buy your own? What are you looking at me like? How many you glad to be? Ow. Augusta Bond got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway. Well, the young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. The wireless? The decadent young rascal. In my day, it was one or the other. Read the paper or listen to the wireless. Oh boy. And he isn't near me, he's selfish, that's what it is. I was just straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it. Was he that desperate to listen to the radio? What are you looking at me like that for? Randy, you feel sorry for me. Ow, jeez. Is he gonna throw birds at me every time? Well, not that serving girl in question bought over the cappuccino. You mean the waitress who you only saw from behind, right? You're one of those, aren't you? I never let anything go, isn't that right? Maybe? Well, what does it matter if I saw her from the front or from behind? My eyes don't lie! Jeez, gotta throw everything at him. I better not push it until I have some hard evidence. Little Fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. His free hand? Oh, yes. Which hand was that? Weren't you listening before? Cloth ears? I said he was rustling the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand was his right hand, then which hand was he, moron? Huh? Perhaps the great Mr. Trite has 3 hands. Hey, look behind you, it's a 3-headed monkey. Yeesh, I was only asking, no need getting up on me. Gee, this old man's memory has more holes in its slice of Swiss. Guess we should see if I find a contradiction in testimony somewhere, huh? Anything will do, even the smallest detail. We just need one mistake in these R's. Alright, so where does the mistake seem to be? I mean, you can call it a book and pair of spectacles because it doesn't know what that looks like. Here, he clearly says right hand. So is there proof that he's left-handed? I'm thinking, if he was listening to music with his right eardrum, his right ear, because his left eardrum was ruptured, would that mean that he was reading with his left hand? I think that's something we can attack. I'm gonna attack it. It makes the most logical sense for me, at least at the moment. No, that's not going to make sense. That's not it. Alright, well, it was worth a shot. Listening to the wireless. Alright, so nothing with the wireless and his ears. Try this one. No, I didn't think that would work. I mean, that's kind of a stretch. Let me examine. Let me look at the evidence. Bag is empty. Empty pocket. Big stains. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. What hand did he say was free? He had a newspaper in his right hand. Where? Like, I'm looking at this picture. Where is the newspaper? I mean, come on. There's no newspaper in that picture. See, I'm trying to say he reached with the wrong hand. I don't see a newspaper in this picture. Do you guys see it? Like, I see the tickets. But I don't see any newspaper. I don't know what I'm missing here. Like, I feel like I know what I want to say, but nothing's working when I say it. My throat is hurting me a lot more today than it is yesterday. That's weird. I'm having to constantly, like, pause the recording. And not pause, but, like, mute myself and just clear my throat. Newspaper in his right hand. Listen to wireless. Right over the Javicino. With his free hand, it took a sip. Huh. Where is the medicine bag coming to play here? I'm not sure. I think what I need to do is just keep going through this, because even if I lose, I get the game over screen, and we haven't seen that yet. I know this is not gonna work, right? No, that's not gonna work. Where is the contradiction at? Was listening to the wireless. I don't see a radio on the table either. Do you guys see a radio on the table? I don't get it. I mean, am I blind? Or do you guys see the contradictions I'm talking about too? There doesn't, I mean, this picture right here, there is no paper because the paper was moved to the back. There is no bag. It clearly looks like the coffee cup is his right hand or his left hand. I don't know. I just know that. I don't know where the contradiction is. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm stuck. We find her guilty. Accused will surrender to court immediately. We help monetarily hire a court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. I like how she's still saluting, even though she was found guilty. The small things. Alright, well, I don't know what it is we're supposed to do here. I mean, there's no glasses anywhere. I tried the picture. I tried the paper. No. Yeah, I don't understand. Was listening to the wireless. I have no way to test that. I don't have a wire. I don't have a radio here. And the only thing I have is a crime photo that doesn't work. So maybe it's because he had the lottery ticket in his hand. So he was listening to radio and he had a lotto ticket? No. Let me try the lotto ticket on the other response. This one. No, it's not working. There's got to be a detail that's wrong about his story. But what is the detail? He does have those, like, spectacles. So I don't know how that would help. Sports paper. Alright, so this is sport. Oh, wait. She says it got beaten yesterday. But we tried that before, didn't we? Like, we tried using the newspaper before here. Yeah. I try to think maybe the fact is that he doesn't remember it because the time was wrong. Oh, why am I stuck on this old seedy guy? I don't... Picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. That's it? That was it? The coffee cup? How's that a contradiction? The only reason I tried this is because it said he took a sip. So I'm like, okay, well, let me attack that. We've already attacked the fact that he said paper and the paper wasn't right. So let's use a cup with this sip. But how is that a contradiction? I hate it when I get the right answer just because of instinct or guesswork. It's not as satisfying as if you figure it out. Like, I don't understand how this is a contradiction. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory. I know. Well, there's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you, nothing. I haven't got anything wrong. I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song. Care to tell us where this is going, Trite? Yeah, I want to know too. According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. Yeah, I've said that. Yeah, what is this, a kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this. Well, that's the cup the victim used, correct? Okay, but... this has the victim and Manga's fingerprints, but it doesn't tell us which hand. Well, yes, and on the rim, you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Okay. And? Oh, yes, there's a stain left by the coffee. Oh. Huh. Huh. Ah! Oh. I understand. I understand now. Oh, yeah. So, what happened is, if I were to pick up that coffee cup with my right hand, then the stain on the front lip would be exactly as it's pictured. If I were to hold it on the left, with my left hand, the stain would be on the opposite side of the cup. Therefore, he picked it up with his right hand, not his left. Ah, I get it. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand. Well, Mr. Kudo, The court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park with a kick. If you think I'm gonna stand here and listen to you tell me a murder, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty cup of cup, I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony? Well, that young brat was holding this cup in his left hand, I tell you. Oh yes, I no question, I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. Is that dead young hotbot and you spiky-haired yahoo were at fault. Who, me? Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man, you old man. Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but Sure, why not hear a little more? Mr. Kudo. But this is my 16th cup of coffee. Oh man, that means we're getting to that case, aren't we? Should I press on or should I stop here? I feel like I need to stop here for one reason and only one reason. And that is because my throat is getting a little bit sore. And I'm finding I'm pausing a lot in this recording, and because of that, I don't know if I'll be able to get to the end of this case so soon. And is this really going to be the end of this case? I mean, he talks about a 16 cup of coffee, and normally he only has 17, but we still have so many unanswered answers here. There's no way this can be the end of the case. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here, like I said, because I'm fully assuming there's at least 5 more parts of Ace Attorney 3 before we get to the end of this case. I'm just guessing that. So yeah, I love you all so very much. Thank you for everything. And until next time, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.